In a bizarre turn of events at the end of the Cincinnati Masters, Jannik Sinner retires love 5 down against Carlos Alcaraz in the final, leading to Carlos Alcaraz winning his first Cincinnati Masters title. And now, he has won all of the big titles situated in America. Of course, he hasn't won the Toronto Masters, but all the ones in the United States of America, he's won now. He's won the US Open, Indian Wells, Miami, and now Cincinnati. And I can't remember any point in recent memory of somebody retiring in a Masters 1000 final. I know in theory it's possible, but you never think it could actually happen. With all that's on the line, thinking that player, even if they were somewhat compromised, will still give it their best because what's on the line. However, Jannik simply couldn't do it today. And you could see how gutted he was because he is a true fighter, he's a true competitor, and he knew how much was on the line for himself and for the fans. But of course, as Alcaraz said to him in the handshake, it's not worth risking your US Open prep. You're better to be healthy than to play this match. And it has led to somewhat of a controversy with the 12-day Masters events, because if this event was only 7 days, the players wouldn't have to experience this extreme humidity for more than 7 days. But as it stands, 2 of the semi-finalists were physically compromised, Sinner and Zverev. As we saw, Zverev was sweating in abundance. He couldn't take the heat. Perhaps this was also due to his diabetes and not being able to control his body temperature. But this was a major problem, and it really did spark up a lot of controversy about whether these 12-week Masters formats are even worth it. I know players were very happy at the beginning, more prize money and all that. But now I think it's gone into the opposite direction where players do want a shorter calendar. So the heat already this week was probably unbearable for most players. And Carlos did fare very well. As we saw at Wimbledon as well, temperatures were above 30 degrees centigrade in London. And he dealt with it very well. So I think the physicality of hot conditions doesn't affect Alcaraz as much. As we found out now, Sinner did have a virus, but I'm sure the hot conditions did play into it. His ability not being able to move, his ability to, looking almost breathless and defeated after most rallies. And this certainly didn't help with his illness. And nevertheless, Carlos Alcaraz wins his first Cincinnati Masters. Redemption for the 2023 final, where of course he lost that heartbreaker to Novak, having been up a break in the second and having a match point in that second set tie break. And now Carlos has won another big title this year, 3 Masters 1000s for the year. And, he's certainly playing like one of the best players in the world. Hard to decide between him and Sinner these days, of course, with the amount of finals they've made in this last 6-month stretch that Sinner's been back. And now all eyes turn to the US Open, where we have these 2 guys performing at a very high level, very young players as well, who are only going to get better. Let's hope for an absolute treat in New York. So thank you so much for watching and listening. Don't forget to subscribe. Take care and peace.